Hey everybody, welcome back. We got Isabel on the channel today. Shout out to Isabel. I believe she's going to pull guard here, and we're just going to kind of begin slowly and kind of ramp it up. So I'm keeping my knee, trying to keep my knee between the two of us. And if you'll notice, she's trying to get around my leg. And so right here, I'm going to blocking her hip on this side, and then as she comes over the top, I'm blocking the other side, so I still have my guard, and my legs are still in. She does a nice little step over pass. That's cool. And so now I'm keeping my weight just on this arm and keeping this elbow in to avoid it being attacked as much as possible. So when I'm rolling with a person who is smaller than I am, I'm trying to do the technique perfectly. I'm always trying to use as little energy as possible, but when there's someone who's smaller than me, I'm also trying to use as little strength, like as close to zero strength as possible, and only like leaning my weight. And kind of simulating somebody who, if they were bigger or stronger, that I wouldn't be able to just rip my way out of things, because that doesn't help anybody when we're training. So Isabel has a nice, I think she gets a nice triangle around my arm here, yeah. And so it's a pretty secure position. I'm like leaning both ways to see if there's any space to escape. There is not any space to escape, and so. Again, I wouldn't just be able to rip this away from a larger person, so I'm not doing that. And there's the tap. I do not know, or I don't recall what we were talking about. So we go back into it. And again, I'm trying to lean and use just my momentum and the energy that Isabel is giving me, rather than trying to use any sort of strength at all, and trying to do the techniques correctly. And if Isabel is doing something like the right thing, not just strengthening my way out of it. So like right here, you'll notice my hand is limp. But I'm driving my weight from my foot through my shoulder into my back, so which is why it's difficult for her to get my arm up off the ground. And so now my elbow's in. I'm just changing angles here to try to get my guard back and threatening rolling her over here. But she does a nice job of slipping out of there and getting my back. Now what I'm thinking about doing is getting myself heavy on this leg and then to the ground right there. Yeah. And so one thing that people try to do a lot of times with sort of like a Toriando pass like that is throw the legs by. And so it works if this bottom person isn't connected to the ground here, but you'll notice that I kind of base out here with my arms and make my legs kind of jello-y. So as she tries to throw my legs by, my upper body doesn't move, and so I can just kind of bring them back immediately to try to retain the guard, like that. I'm just kind of staying stuck as much as possible, staying close, monitoring, keeping my legs in. The more kind of jello-y and light my legs are, the easier it is to slip these triangles in if someone's not paying attention. But Isabel does a nice job defending that and not getting triangled. I'm trying to keep my knee in between us, keep this hook in here, just changing my angle. She does a nice job of stepping right over. I kind of show the buggy choke for a second there. She did a nice job of defending against or being aware of the buggy choke. I'm keeping my elbow in here and just turning, using my angle to defend. And again, you'll notice that my muscles aren't tense at all. I'm just changing where my weight is distributed. And so Isabel's controlling the back of my head. So I'm trying to stay heavy on that while also keeping this arm in and my elbow close to my body. And so you can see that that was using her connection here to come up. So in the momentum as she's trying to pull me, I'm driving with my feet off the mat into the back of my head so that's sitting me up, and I'm twisting at the same time. There we go. And that's the end of the round. So thanks to Isabel for being on the channel. Thanks for watching. Do the liking and the subscribing. And come down and train.
Welcome to the dungeon.